So we came up to Maryland to ride with the Sicilian race team. We're here with Street Bike Josh, Scott, Tex, Kuno, Pops, Brennan, and Dennis. There's a whole group of us out here. It's going to be a great time. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Leave me a comment and hit that notification bell. That way you can see all the awesome content that makes this 10 West Moto. So this is my first time coming out to Wicomico. Even though we've raced at Budds Creek before and been there a few times last season for the SXCS, we have never ventured the extra mile to come here. These places are really close together. Most of these trails are pretty wide open and flowy. You could probably drive a full-size pickup truck through them, which is not really my cup of tea, but it's still really enjoyable to come out here and ride. I like the tight technical stuff, as you guys know, and this is just another type of terrain that I really need to get more comfortable in learning. Now we can haul tail through here and go as fast as we want and wreck and then get up and be just fine. As you guys will see, it does happen, but really it's not really my thing. But the Hangover Hair Scramble in January is going to be here at Wicomico in Maryland, and what better place to go practice for the hangover race, the very middle of the winter race for our season, than actually coming out to where it's going to be and practicing. So I'm really hoping, a lot like last year, that it's a mixture, kind of some fast, open, flowy stuff like this, but then some really tight stuff and maybe a couple jumps here and there, because there are 2 motocross tracks out here. So I don't know if you guys have this problem or not, but I definitely do, and I know it's a problem that I have. When we come out for rides like this, 10 seconds into it, and I'm turning it into a race. All I want to do is go fast and pass the guy in front of me, and that's kind of a problem that I have that I need to work on. Instead of coming out here and just having a good time, even though, I mean, I had a great time out here, don't get me wrong, but as soon as I saw an opportunity to pass one of the guys, I was trying to pass him, and that's not really a bad thing, but I guess it's all about the mindset that you're in. You know, we're trying to push as hard as we can. We're trying to practice as much as we can so we can race and do better in the 2020 season and make it a B class and get a top 3 spot in our class right now. I really think what it is, especially during the off season now, it's been, you know, a couple months since the last race, is that I've been so focused on getting on a stationary bike and working out and getting the stamina up and trying to eat better and all that stuff to really push as hard as I can. We're doing a lot of adjustments to the KTM, and we're getting a lot of sponsorship for the 2020 season. I will not settle. I can't settle and think that I cut some corners here and there and didn't take opportunities that I should have when really I should have. Just try and get better to get faster and push outside of our comfort zone, because as you guys know from my previous videos, that is exactly what we do. So enough yapping, I'm gonna let you guys enjoy the rest of this trail section that we're racing here, or we're riding, yeah. And we get into some interesting off-subject details when it comes to coming out here and riding, and once we get into these situations, I will be back and we'll talk a little bit more. So if you guys don't know, I'm a huge fan of locking the rear wheel up and sliding into a corner and then throttling out of it. The problem is sometimes you lock your rear wheel up and you just kind of spin around in a circle. Especially when you get into a mud hole and you weren't planning properly for it. So there's a lot of really good aspects of locking the rear up, going into a corner and coming out, but there's a lot of really bad aspects too, and we are finding all of them out. Now you guys will notice some of these really deep ruts in these crevices. It's with the leaves and everything, you can't really tell the directions they're going or where they split off or how deep they are. And we very soon come to realize that we cannot judge the depth of them or the direction they're going when we try to get past Street Bike Josh in just a few minutes. Now remember, my mindset was to try and get past the guy in front of me, and unfortunately, I thought about it when it happened too. Roosted Dennis right there when I passed him, and my apologies, buddy. I really didn't mean to, even though I knew that was probably gonna happen. I'm sorry, man. Maybe next time you can get me back. So we found this really cool hill that had a little bit of a trail system up it, and we decided we were going to follow it some. I actually cut my bike off and just kind of coasted down it, and I mean, it's a nice little hill. It's really, you can't really tell coming up and going down it from the camera angle, but if you didn't weight your front wheel and keep it in first gear at the most, your front wheel was coming back. You were going to loop it out, and it was that steep. And we hit it probably, I don't know, 30, 40 times. It was great. And I found out if I'm in second gear coming down this very spot right here, it's about a 2-foot drop. I can actually jump over the trail right there, turn around and just keep on going. Sometimes when you can't read the trail properly, like I mentioned earlier about the ruts, you end up doing this when you try, to dump it and pass somebody. I was trying to cut Josh off on the inside, and the rut had a different idea for me because it apparently went the opposite direction I thought it was going to go. So what I did was, since he's that much further in front of me, I had to push that much harder and go that much faster to try and catch him, and that ended up biting us in the ass right here when the exact same thing happened. The rut went one way, I thought it was going to go the other, and me and the bike ended up on top of this little rut. It was a few feet deep. I mean, it was a decent size. And then we got off the trail a little bit here and got stuck in another rut. So instead of roots used to be my huge problem that I hated. Now roots aren't a big deal. Now I think it's ruts. I think ruts are my problem now. You guys have any advice on ruts? Let me know. I need some help. Now, this section was actually really awesome. Dennis and I found it. We decided we were going to do a little drop in left, 90 right, and then jump right on back out of it. And this is how it went.
It's slick. There's nothing to it. Yeah.
Sometimes things don't go as well as you planned. So we came back out of the motocross track. Luckily, Josh had showed me basically his line to hit these two doubles in this tabletop. So we did this, I don't know, probably 100 different times just to make sure we could clear them. I quickly found out third gear midsection works better than second gear pinned because you carry a lot more momentum. And we went around. This is, I think, one of the beginner tracks. There's a more advanced track behind us. We went around on that too. I'm not going to put any of that in here because we really just want to stick to the trails and kind of get ready for the race season for 2020. So it was a lot of fun coming out here playing around with these guys. I really appreciate everyone that was involved with coming out here, the Sicilian race team. I hope to meet all you guys again. I hope we can come out and ride again. I hope to see you guys out there racing, especially all of you guys that watched this video. And if you made it this far through the video, give me a like, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you check out Street Bike Josh's page and Dennis's. He is a Husky rider. I will send or put links in the description below. And until next time, I'm Tim West Moto, and I'll see you on the starting line.